Welcome again to the T channel. Today here we're going to be talking about Jonah. We're going to be looking at Jonah chapter 1 verse 5 to verse 15. We're going to be drawing attention to the area of decision making. Sometimes we find ourselves in a critical situation where about we have to find solution to the problem, and what we think that is a solution for to solve the problem in most cases is not, especially like into these times that we're living. Mostly the opposite is what people take to be the reality. For instance, someone that is prone to lying, people think that they are the one that tells the truth, and the ones people that tells the truth seem to be they are the liars. Things like that. So the opposite is what people usually see as is the actual thing, and in most cases is not. So yeah, going back to Jonah, we see like in the verse 5, when the sailors, as Jonah was running away in disobedience to God, asking him to go and speak to Nineveh, he decides to get a ship, going somewhere else instead of where instead of where God asked him to go to. We see that it come to a point when the sea was really rough, and the sailors thought that in first instance the solution to the problem was to lighten the boats. So they started throwing the cargo and things that they have in the boats, they throw it in the ocean, and the boats was lighter, and yet the solution wasn't solved. So they, while Jonah was deep asleep, and they get to Jonah, call on your God, maybe he will hear you. And later on they get to know that yeah, Jonah was the problem, and they ask him, well, Jonah, what should we do? And Jonah said, well, it's to throw me into the ocean, and the storm will become calm. And which they did, and eventually yes, the storm was calmer. Yeah, so like I said, what we're looking at here, first in the verse 5, we see that they thought the solution was to lighten the boats, and which was not. And in today's time, we see people go through things, maybe for instance in marriage, and they're having problem, and they thought that, well, the solution to their sanity and their peace of mind is to have a divorce. And in most cases, probably that's not the solution. The solution to have the sanity and peace in the home is to look at the things that is causing the insanity and things like that. And in different areas also, people are thinking, oh, I should cut some friends off. You cut people off your life because you feel that they are the one that causing the problem, and in actual fact maybe they are not the one. The one that's really causing the problem, like we see as Jonah was in the boat. Jonah was sound asleep, he was so resting, whereabout they didn't even know that Jonah was the cause to the problem. So this is, like I said, drawing attention to this area and making decision in critical time. We should get to pray, and yeah, like we see the sailors, they pray first, and then they thought it was the getting lightened. So we, people that pray, yes, pray, and then wait, and look at things better in a critical way, before making decision, or in whatever way, like calling people out of your life, into things, and whereabouts the actual remedy to the situation could not be so. So this is what we are drawing attention today in the book of Jonah, as we have pointed out, and it's coming from Jonah chapter 1 verse 5 to 15. So you can read it on your own timing here, and this is what we have to share here today. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, do so, share, like, leave your comments, and Talk to you soon. Bye for now. Bye.